Welcome to this edition of S&S Pigskin Picks. We're here and we're talking some Saturday night football. Washington Commanders, Philadelphia Eagles, division battle. Let's get into this one, Jer. It is a primetime game, so we're going to preview it. No Jaden Daniels, obviously. Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter most likely out. And obviously, Eagles coming off that shutout, flying high. I'm thinking this game is a little closer than that game against Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, no, any divisional game, you getting more than 3.5. It's always buyer beware. Yeah, and then I could just totally see this as a look-ahead spot. They always get played tough in Washington, and it's like, right. Yeah, just one more win, and we finally get over that hill. NFC East Division champs 2 times in a row. It's been so long. I just think, the ball's going to be squeezed tighter, and, just everyone's going to be just a little bit more cautious, kind of, trying to get over this hill. It's going to be a great game, but I'm scared.
Well, Washington's playing pretty solid lately, minus that one game against Minnesota. And I've already taken them plus 6.5. I think the spread is only going to go down. I don't think it's going to get to 7. But Eagles, you shut out Vegas. You're flying pretty high. You're coming into this game. It's a bit of a short week, not a regular rest week. But Washington's at home, and they're starting to come on a little bit. Obviously, disappointing season. But Eagles, they're not covering many spreads, and they're not scoring, 30 points, 40 points very often. So I look for this to be like a 28-24 type game. Eagles scrape by and take it and win the division. And Washington, they play respectable. They got Mariota out there playing for a job, and a few other cats out there that are looking for positions next year. Dan Quinn trying to solidify his head coaching job. What are your thoughts on the over-under? I think it's 44.5. Do you see a low-scoring game? I see a little bit high-scoring in this one.
I don't know. The way these defenses are performing and all the important players that are out on injury, I'd almost play the under. I know Philly can put up some points, but and Saquon has a stinger. He was missed practice, and that missed practice list was pretty long and had some star-studded names on there. I just don't know. I think we might regress a little bit to these games that we've watched where they're just not scoring many points and still get the win. I'm going to take the under.
Okay. Yeah, I think on paper, with an Eagles game, you have to favor the under. I just think if this is going to be a competitive game, Washington's going to have to score some points here, and then obviously Eagles at home may have turned the corner, may have not. It's still up in the air. I just think it's a lot of points for a divisional game. Washington playing respectable football. They can move the ball on the ground. Scary Terry's very capable out there. It just comes down to if that defense shows up in a divisional game. So let's see, any props that you can think of for either side here that might come through, some player props or anything like that.
Seems like
anytime
touchdown really gets his rushing chances. Right. If it's just front three, I think he's going to get some opportunities. I don't know what his rushing yards total will be at. Maybe 40 or 30 or something like that. But
yes. Probably in the teens somewhere, I'm guessing. But I could see that. I could definitely see him scrambling. He definitely looks to run a lot more than most NFL quarterbacks that I've noticed, right? So I could see him scrambling, and especially if the Eagles are getting to him, I could see him ducking out of that pocket. So, yeah, I like that over for rushing yards and possibly rush attempts. I think it's a bit chalky, but I think Saquon anytime touchdown I will be a good bet. I think Saquon will hit the house in this one. Not sure if it's going to be one of those 80-yard home run plays, but kind of missing those this year, Jerry. He's only had, I believe, 3 runs of over 20 yards, which is like crazy to believe after watching last year's schedule there. So maybe look for him to pop one, but yeah, look for a close game in this one. So we're going to go official show pick Commanders plus 6.5, and we're going to do the Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears preview. So please look out for that, and thank you for joining us today's show, and we'll be back for some more action on SNS Pigskin Picks. Later, everyone.